Justin Fields spoke honestly yesterday, and when you do that in a quarterback in the NFL, makes it sound like you are not taking responsibility. And just ask Zach Wilson that. He will give you the lesson learned conversation. Because it was after last year's disastrous loss in New England. One impotent offensive series after another. And then the Jets' special teams broke at the end, and the Jets lose. And the Jets get swept by Belichick. It's insane. 8 straight seasons, 14 straight games they have lost to Bill Belichick. 14 straight football games they have lost. It's absurd. You know, in the same way that Aaron Rodgers signed had the ownership papers of the Bears while he was in Green Bay, Belichick owns the Jets. I mean, forget about Woody Johnson. Who owns the Jets? It's Bill Belichick. And he takes special glee in that. And this guy's coming to town at 0-2 for the first time since Mo Lewis blew up Tom Brady's innards. That was in 2001. They lost the opener with Drew Bledsoe. Game 2, Brady comes trotting out. And they lost that game too. We all know what happened after that. And Belichick has not really had the lower hand on the Jets very often since then. But there's a new regime. And the question is if Zach Wilson isn't the guy against New England, and here he is again against New England, because Aaron Rodgers, 4 snaps, 75 seconds into the season, blows out his Achilles. And the guy who is essentially rendered inoperative as the Jets quarterback forevermore, in my mind, is coming to town at 0-2, needing this win in the worst way. So who's going to take it over? I nominate Garrett Wilson because guess what? He has nominated himself. I love this guy. My favorite Buckeye ever, potentially. I don't know what that list looks like. I don't think I'll ever come up with a top 5 list that way.
You could.
I know you guys would be counseling me to do that. But it's Garrett Wilson, man, saying the stuff out loud you need to hear in a big week. Look, I can talk about, and I will on Friday's show in the usual spot, the games that I'm looking forward to the most this weekend. You look up and down the lot, there's not a lot of them that have that sizzle, that juice, that long-standing rivalry that has on top of it desperation and needing, want to, have to type stuff. This one has it all. And Garrett Wilson says it's time for the Jets to finally beat the New England Patriots. This is what Garrett Wilson had to say on local New York City radio, Barton Hahn, I believe, nationally as well. This is what he had to say on this New York-based radio program.
14 straight is unacceptable. That's unacceptable. We're, I'm 0-2 against them. That's unacceptable. I inherited, I walked into a team that, we haven't beat the Patriots. And I feel like that's why they brought me here and brought me and Sauce here and the guys here to make things like that change. So it's time that we, do what we get paid for.
It's time we do what we get paid for. I like it, right?
Okay.
How many? Because this is as close to I'm not here to kiss Bill Belichick's rings as you can get. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And the Jets need it. Sauce, too. Quinnen Williams, cue ball, as Warren Sapp referred to him the other day when he zoomed into this program. Breece Hall, let's get him working. Let's get him going. You do have the kids who can be all right enough. And then maybe helping out Zach a little bit here. Maybe.
Hey, Ron, where are you?
That's what I'm wondering. I know he's maybe still out here on the West Coast convalescing, checking out the Dolphins, as he said. It is therapeutic, by the way. It is.
It is.
Can confirm. Maybe can we FaceTime him as he likes to do, or Zoom with him, or get him on with Zach, talking about what Belichick might throw at him? Maybe getting on the horn with Nathaniel Hackett.
Where is Aaron right now?
That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. I know he can't physically be there, and I said it the other day. The faster we can get him on one of those rascals, or with the scooter that you put you see people have with the Achilles. The faster we can get him out there on the sideline where it's safe enough for him to be there, the better. Let's get him on the phone with Nathaniel Hackett and Zach. Let's get them all together. Because he is part of this team. I would love it. We need him.
Hey, Aaron, where are you?
I'm taking attendance. It may be too soon.
You mean Denise?
And here's the Denise. So the Balake. you gotta get those offensive linemen blocking. That's what you gotta do. And to help with this process, let's not wing it around on Belichick and go into the teeth of what he's trying to do here.
That's funny.
Hoskins put it up here. I don't know if you're aware of this, but there's a tropical cyclone or something like that.
I just saw that
climbing
this
up
morning.
the East Coast.
Yeah.
And it does appear that by Sunday, it's right over East Rutherford, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Ooh.
By the way, there's games in Baltimore
And Washington.
that can be affected as well. Buffalo and the Commanders and the Colts and the Ravens.
What's the name of that storm?
I don't know. It's currently called Potential Tropical Cyclone 16.
It's not. The name is Oshak Hennessy?
Oh, so that's definitely not the Oshak Hennessy. No, but so I'm saying here, maybe the weather can just say to Hackett, give it a Breece Hall, give it a Dalvin Cook, mount him up. You saw what Raheem Mostert just did. Use Garrett Wilson out wide if you can. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be too windy and rainy. Belichick's going to have that hoodie on. He's going to really look like the Emperor Palpatine more than anything else. Or is it time? Whatever. All I know is I loved hearing that from Garrett Wilson. I loved hearing it.
Where is Aaron right now?
And that's what I want to know, too. Gosh, Key and Peele is all over my Instagram algorithm right now, and it's delightful.
It's pronounced Aaron.
Oh, my gosh. So that's what I'm thinking. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.